Alright, so we're just going to hop right on in here for more analytical style of video. With the release of Season 2, the Xdefiant team recently changed both the muzzle booster and rapid fire barrel attachments to now incur ADS speed reductions and effective range reduction penalties. For those who don't know, or don't remember, in Season 0 and 1, the only drawback these attachments had were giving your weapon harder to control recoil. However, the penalty to your recoil was easy to overcome with practice, even at range, and thus, despite these penalties, many people still ran both these attachments on their weapons as it was pretty much a no-brainer. The attachments did need some fine-tuning, but the new nerfs are quite substantial, and nowadays I hardly hear of or see anyone building weapon loadouts utilizing these attachments. I wanted to take a deeper dive into the numbers to see if these attachments are still worth taking or if they are completely useless. But first, be sure to hit the like button if you enjoy, sub to the channel, and share the content around. The muzzle booster gives a 2.5% increase to your rate of fire, while incurring a 7.5% penalty to your ADS speed and a 12.5% penalty to your effective short and medium ranges. The rapid fire barrel has twice the efficacy of those same values, with a 5% increase to fire rate, 15% slower ADS speed, and 25% less effective short and medium ranges. I went ahead and crunched the numbers for 3 weapons, one from each main category of fully automatic weapons, to see how these weapons affect our loadouts on paper. I compared the weapon's base values to the weapon with just the muzzle booster equipped, just the rapid fire barrel, and with both the muzzle booster and rapid fire barrel both equipped. To clarify the values you see on screen, time to kill is our theoretical time to kill from the moment we pull the trigger and our first shot hits until our last shot secures the kill, assuming we do not miss a single shot. ADS time to kill and sprint out time to kill take into account how long it takes to fully aim down the sights, getting on target, and then adding that value to our theoretical time to kill. What we see is that our time to kill value does progressively improve for each rapid fire attachment that we put on our weapons, which is to be expected. But with the new ADS speed penalty that we incur, we see our affected time to kill value actually worsening with the more rapid fire attachments we put on our weapon. This means that from the moment we see an enemy and go to aim down sights, pulling the trigger, and then landing all the shots needed to kill, it actually takes longer the more rapid fire attachments that we put on our weapon, despite our theoretical time to kill getting faster. On top of that, we can see our optimal damage range taking significant drops in penalties, reducing our overall versatility. This doesn't just apply to the AK-47, I also crunched numbers for the MP7 and the M249, and we see the exact same trends for each of those weapons as well. This would initially lead us to believe that rapid fire attachments are in fact detrimental and useless. However, I noticed a trend when looking at all of the numbers. Rapid fire attachments do not negatively impact our sprint out speed. Since our sprint out speed remains the same, but our theoretical time to kill gets faster, if we optimize our loadouts to cater towards sprint out speed and we take engagements off of a sprint, we actually see significant improvements in our time to kill values. I took a look at the LVOAC rifle as it has great ADS speed and sprint out speed values at base along with good optimal range values. If we use the pistol grip, quick draw grip, and remove stock attachments in conjunction with the rapid fire attachments, we can optimize our time to kill despite the nerfs. I compared a loadout like this to an average ADS speed and movement speed optimized build, and you'll notice that our theoretical time to kill and our sprint out time to kill values are actually faster with rapid fire attachments equipped. And with the LVOAC being an assault rifle, we still have a competitive optimal damage range of 20 meters. We see this exact same trend when I did this in comparison builds with the M4A1. Our theoretical time to kill value and affected sprint out time to kill values are faster than just optimizing for a down sight speed. But just because when built the right way, rapid fire attachments can give us the fastest time to kill time, does that mean they're worth taking?
No.
Building weapon loadouts specifically catering towards sprint out speed leads us to only being great in one niche area, being sprint out speed, which in of itself is not very versatile in the way you can approach the game and can lead to careless and reckless gameplay. Also, going back to our numbers for the LVOAC, Rapid fire optimization only gives us a theoretical time to kill 26 milliseconds faster than just putting on an ADS speed and move speed optimization build. And our fastest affected time to kill value for sprint out speed is only around 50 milliseconds faster than the ADS affected time to kill value for an ADS optimized build. And at worst, our slowest time to kill value for rapid fire builds is around 100 milliseconds slower than ADS and movement speed builds. Plus, ADS optimized builds are way more versatile as to maintain your effective ranges, and ADS speed is always useful versus sprint out time, which isn't always useful. So here are the key takeaways. In general, optimizing weapon loadouts for ADS and movement speed are going to be better than rapid fire builds. On top of that, strafe speed builds are likely a more competitive weapon build than rapid fire due to making yourself hard to hit in a gunfight and activating rotational aim assist. And even further on top of that, rapid fire builds are only optimal on assault rifles in my opinion. For SMGs, you sacrifice way too much effective range that you're going to find yourselves being spaced out and firing a pea shooter. LMGs are way too slow with their handling that if you try to sprint around and engage enemies consistently off of the sprint, you're going to get beat out by players running ARs and SMGs. Assault rifles hit that perfect sweet spot where you have competitive handling times, but maintain a strong enough effective range. I honestly believe that the Xdefiant development team nerfed the rapid fire attachments because they were adding the Highwayman faction to the game. Since rapid fire is a part of their stackable passive, they wanted to nerf the attachments to give more incentive to play the Highwaymen. But honestly, I think that they went way overboard with the nerfs to rapid fire. As I just showed, these attachments are pretty much useless on most weapon classes besides maybe assault rifles, and even then, to use them effectively, you're going to be using a suboptimal weapon loadout build. I think that how they were in previous seasons of just worsening your recoil control was perfect, but the penalties towards recoil control just weren't substantial enough to scare players away from using these attachments. But diving even deeper into that rabbit hole, so to speak, I think this highlights a bigger problem underlying Xdefiant. There is a severe lack of attachment variety, as there just aren't many attachments worth taking now that rapid fire has been nerfed. There are a few niche builds here and there like heavy barrel on the SVD to achieve a one-shot headshot, or maybe a chrome line barrel on the Vector to extend its optimal range, but 99% of the time for the majority of weapons, you're going to run super light grip, lightweight barrel, fast mag, quick draw grip, and remove stock. ADS and move speed builds simply provide way too much benefit over any other build in the game to take anything else unless you're just messing around or experimenting. To tie in Call of Duty for just a second, I love their weapon builder and think Xdefiant needs to take some notes. I don't like earning 30 plus scopes and reticles in Call of Duty, but overall I love the customization you can achieve with your weapons, and with certain weapons having unique attachments, this allows for a lot more creativity, variety, and player expression within Call of Duty as opposed to Xdefiant. The X debrief for Season 2 mentioned more attachments will be coming later in the future, and this is desperately needed as currently there is little variety, which leads to burnout and boredom for the more casual fan base. But I've been yapping at y'all for a while, so let me know what your thoughts on the rapid fire attachments and weapon loadouts in general are in the comments section below. That's all I really had to say. As always, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. See you around.